Well, I've been driving down the road looking for your face. And every single person.
Hey there, everybody. PTPOP here, leading you out of the rabbit hole one grain of truth at a time. I'm about to go on a walk to discuss for the very last time. I'm not going to bring this up again. Charlie Kirk situation. I'd like you to travel with me on my walk, but Charlie Kirk assassination was horrific. That's a given. But the response from many Americans and people around the world is even more horrifying. The horror of it all. The horror of watching people lose their minds. The horror of the loss of the human mind. The horror of
the loss of people and critical thinking skills.
There's not even words to describe the horror I feel and I see when I watch people losing their minds over this incident. And just doing whatever they're told. Manipulated by the media, manipulated by the president, manipulated by talking heads with nice toupees and toothy grins. It's so sad. It's beyond sad. Grown men and women that are losing their minds right now. And I want to talk about it. I'm going to go for a walk to discuss it. Join me, won't you?
And there's something I've seen in life that's far more horrifying than the pew-pewing of Mr. Charlie Kirk. It's the death of critical thinking and the death of the human mind. I recently voiced some opinions about this event of September 10th, 2025, and I have lost two friends because of it. Both of them Christian. Now, how I understand Christ, from my teachings of what I've seen and been taught of Christ, Christ is about forgiveness. Christ is about welcoming people into your life and living a peaceful life. But the Christians I've seen, it's all about judging. I don't quite get that. It's all about judging your fellow man. As I've said in the past, some of the meanest people in the world are Beatles fans and born-again Christians. Horrible people. Confused people. People living in a world of illusion and delusion, wrapped up in fantasies and fables and storybook endings. And it's horrifying to watch how lost people are. To watch how engulfed they are in fear and deception. It's horrifying. It's horrifying to watch people, how many people are so easily deceived. If you're walking with Christ, you know that the events of this world right now are troubling, that people are confused and scared. And you know faith without actions is death. And people are following false prophets. They're being guided by political motives. And they've lost their way. And I don't know if there's any chance of recovering these people or bringing them to their senses. It almost seems like an impossibility that they could be reached. Many of these people are so deeply hypnotized by whatever message that they believe in, that they can't see beyond the lies, and they're lost. There's a horrific thing going on in this world right now that is to me, almost beyond comprehension, how people can be so blindly led straight to the edge of a cliff and over the edge of the cliff, and they don't even know it. It's almost as if something has happened worldwide where people have no ability to think clearly, critically, to see beyond the lies. If you truly know the New Testament and the teachings of Christ, you wouldn't be involved in politics. Politics and Christ, I don't understand how you can even combine the two. But people will say I'm crazy. Charlie Kirk was not a prophet. He said many things that were the opposite of what Christ taught, the exact opposite. Yet people profess that he was a Christian and profess that he was someone that you should follow in the name of Christ. I'm at a loss of words. There's a movie from 1972 called The Poseidon Adventure with Gene Hackman, where this boat gets hit by a giant tidal wave, this giant cruise ship. It's one of these multi-star cast films, and the ship gets hit and capsized. There's a bunch of born-again Christians on the boat. They won't listen to Gene Hackman, who's a preacher, and he says the only way out of the boat is to go towards the back of the boat, the stern, and cut their way through where the propellers are. But the born-again Christians say, no, we're gonna go. Jesus told us which way to go.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? That's the way out. That's our only chance.
Don't listen to him! We've got to stay here till help arrives.
Help from where? From the captain? He's dead. Everybody's dead who was above us before the ship turned over. Because now they're underneath us, under the water.
That's not true!
It is true, you pompous ass. There's nobody alive but us. And nobody's going to help us except ourselves. It's up to each one of you. It's up to all of us, together. Now, please, for God's sake, come with me.
I order you not to go! He knows nothing about this ship!
The person...
Why don't you mind your own business?
And the sad part about it is, you can't save these people. You can't talk them out of their derangement. You can't. They're completely and thoroughly brainwashed into believing that their way is the only way. And this isn't a judgment. I'm not judging them. I feel for them. My heart breaks for these people because they're actually lost. They're lost souls. You can't pray for them. You can't reason with them. You can't talk them out of walking, towards the right part of the ship, like in the Poseidon Adventure. You can't get them to walk towards the stern of the ship to save themselves because they all think Jesus or Charlie Kirk or Dan Bongino or somebody is going to save them. They've lost track of Christ. They've lost track of his teachings. And they've taken the human interpretation fed to them through different humanly figures, false prophets. And maybe we're seeing the end times unfold right before us. I don't know. But many people are completely lost. Of the billions and billions of people in the world, billions of them are lost and consumed by the media and by all the false prophets and the lies. And I find that horrific. I find it horrific that people can't see through the lies. They can't see through the thin veneer of Hollywood and propaganda. But history repeats itself over and over and over again. As I've said before, we're just like cats chasing laser pointers. Most of us don't even know we're chasing laser pointers.
My God, there are other people still alive.
Now you stay here. Help the others out. I'm gonna see where they're going. Where are you going?
We're following the doctor.
Doctor! Doctor! You're going the wrong way. You're going toward the bow.
That's right, Reverend.
Wait. But you can't get out that end.
Why not?
Because we're settling by the bow. The bow's underwater. If you have to go anywhere, go back toward the stern. We'll get out through the engine room, all right?
The engine room's gone.
How do you know that?
The explosions, you must have felt them. The only way out is forward.
Did you check the engine room? Did you see it?
I don't have to. We're going forward.
Please, come with us, Reverend.
You're going the wrong way, damn it!
When I first saw this Charlie Kirk video of him being pew-pewed, I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Who is Charlie Kirk? I said to myself. I didn't even know who he was. I thought I confused him with Nick Fuentes, who's an even more volatile figure. But I thought, well, who is this guy? Why is everybody so upset? Okay, he was assassinated. I guess you would call it an assassination. He really wasn't a major political public figure, but I guess he was. If they say so, right? And I thought, that's kind of weird. What are they trying to do? Why are they making such a big deal about this guy? And then the whole eulogy that his wife Erica gave. I immediately saw that and went, oh, I was revulsed. It was revolting. It was disgusting. And it's more than apparent, in my opinion, that they're trying to create an even greater divide between us. Her message wasn't a message of peace. Her message wasn't a message of love. Her message was the message of worship my dearly departed husband, and his message and his company. What is it called? Turning Point? That's what our message was. It wasn't of Christ. It wasn't. And people are just like, oh, like, oh, did I miss something? Did I miss something? When I hear many Charlie Kirk's messages, they were divisive. They didn't preach love and unity. And I'm since researched many of his messages, and they were of division. They weren't of unity. And he was preaching to the minds of young people. Now, I don't think if he's actually been 86, I don't think justifies what happened to him. I'm not saying that, but everybody just like bows down to this guy. Why is everybody bowing down to the memory of this man? I'm confused. And there's very few apparently that see it any other way. And if you do speak up, they label you as the Antichrist. They label you as a hypocrite and the devil. Isn't that strange? Bible thumping people, Christian people that I know, cannot see beyond their own hysteria or their Trump infatuation syndrome to know that they're worshiping a false idol. Just what the Bible warns us of in end times. People will come in the end times professing to be Christ. And they'll say, look, he's over here. Look, he's over there, right? But I personally think they're trying to create division. They're trying to create hysteria, and they're trying to make it look like end times. They're trying to make everybody think the end times are near, so they can get people worked up in such a hysteria that they'll follow the leader. They'll follow President Trump and the Charlie Kirks of the world right over the edge of the cliff.
Back, people, I'm back. It's a beautiful morning for a walk. It's too bad to talk about such a serious topic. But let me know what you think in the comments. I personally am dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded, especially by Christians who know the Bible, who allegedly know the Bible, who are following the teachings of a false prophet or a variety of, all for a political agenda that they're trying to push on us all. It's plain to see to me, but people are saying I'm crazy. They're saying I'm being disrespectful. Charlie's wife and to Charlie's death. I don't know Charlie. I don't know his wife. And I know that they didn't know me and wouldn't give a damn if I lived or died. But what do you think in the comments? I mean, let me know what you think. Give me the thumbs up, subscribe. Keep it clean. Anything belligerent or hateful, I'll report you. And I'll delete the comment from my channel. Hasta la vista, baby.
Would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that?